Happy Vlogmas Day 6. We are at the National Hotel here in Oklahoma City. We're gonna have lunch at Teller's. They have a beautiful lobby. This used to be the National Bank here in downtown Oklahoma City, and recently, within the last few years, they transformed it into a multi-purpose building here in the lobby. They have restaurants down below. There's kind of like a speakeasy. Of course, it's a hotel, and so they have hotel rooms. I've actually stayed here before. The hotel rooms are gorgeous. When we were here a few years ago, we had a suite. It's probably the best hotel room we've ever stayed in, TJ and I, and it's beautiful. TJ loves this place. I'm sad that he can't be here to see all of the decorations, but it is very stunning. They also have afternoon tea here. We're not doing afternoon tea, their holiday afternoon tea. We're just gonna do lunch, but I'm excited to experience Teller's again. I've had dinner here before, so looking forward to lunch. I'm gonna show you around the lobby, show you what we eat, but welcome to Vlogmas. Our appetizer has come. I actually got a glass of Prosecco, didn't get a cocktail. And for our appetizer, it is the eggplant dip. I don't know what else. What is it?
I don't know if it's charred eggplant dip.
I think it is charred eggplant. So the charred eggplant dip, it comes with pita bread, toasted pita bread. And I think Mom and Rachel have had this before, so this is something they're getting for a second time. And this is my first time trying it. Rachel got the Blood and Sand, which sounds like a horrible name for a cocktail.
Scotch beverage.
Oh, nice. Scotch. And then Mom got the bee's knees.
But it's seasonal. It's not offered right now.
But
They
Mom
did it
got
special
it.
for me.
And does it have honey in it?
Yeah. Are we going to do some kind of a...
Cheers. Cheers. And we had to do it for Instagram too. I got the rigatoni al forno with short rib. It's a huge, this is a dinner portion. This is not lunch portion. And then Mom and Rachel are gonna share the, what is it?
The pork chop.
The pork chop.
Couscous.
So Mom's gonna cut that up and share with Rachel. Mine smells very, very good. So I'm excited to try.
Are you good with the...
Here is a better shot with more well lit. Mom's cutting it up. Does it smell good, Mom?
Yes.
And it has polenta or couscous? Polenta. And mine smells so good. And I think this is a ricotta on top, but it looks like it's baked to perfection. And the smell of mine is heavenly. We are now at Clarity Coffee in the Wheeler District, and they have a smoked pine latte, which is a tea-based latte. And I smelled the tea, and it is very smoky, so excited to try it.
I'm going to do the lemon five. Rachel, you're waiting to...
This is the Wheeler District. This used to be an airfield that they've turned into a master planned community. They have a strip of shops here, And this is where we stopped into Clarity Coffee. There's also a downtown location of Clarity Coffee. So this is not my first time stopping at a Clarity Coffee, but this is the first time at this location. Across the street is Taco Nation. I have had Taco Nation in the past. They were a food truck first, and I remember them being very, very delicious. So if you're ever in Oklahoma City, look up Taco Nation and Clarity Coffee and definitely try it out. But this neighborhood is really beautiful. The homes are a little bit closer together. It's definitely more of an urban, master planned community. Something kind of like Celebration, but different vibes. We're gonna try to, maybe I'll have mom drive around so I get some footage for you. Driving into Oklahoma City's Stockyards, or Stockyards City. There is a few steakhouses here, and we're going to some kind of place that's like has miscellaneous stuff for sale. Home decor. Mom's looking for Christmas ornaments. But this is where they would auction off the cattle back in the day. Do they still do that here?
They still do it.
And they still do it here.
They have they run the cattle, right? Not like Stockyards in Fort Worth, but they have some type of thing. I think they do.
We're headed into Grain Grange. Grain Grange. I wanted to come on and talk a little bit about some of the places we visited today. First being First National Building. Lunch at Teller's restaurant was actually really good. In fact, I think it was better than my first experience there for dinner. They dubbed this an Italian restaurant, and yes, it has Italian dishes. I would also suggest to them that they really need to update the menu a little bit. It's the same menu since day one of opening a few years ago, and they didn't have any really great seasonal options. They had no seasonal dishes. They just had seasonal drinks. So Tellers, if you're listening, please let's refresh the menu a little bit and maybe do a separate lunch menu with lunch size portions. Let's talk about the First National Building though, because I wanted to give you some context. So that building was originally built, and I have some notes here. It was originally built in 1931, and it was built as the First National Bank building. It's Art Deco, skyscraper. It's reminiscent of the Empire State Building in New York City. It kind of gives that vibe. It's 446 feet with 33 floors. It was purchased in 2017 by Development Group for $23 million. Before then, the occupancy and tenants was below 20% or something. So it was really in decline. And this development company bought it and brought it up to what it was or what it is today. There was lots of taking care of like murals, restoration, getting it to that beautiful lobby that you see now. And Tellers sits where the bank tellers used to sit, the restaurant. So really kind of cool. Even if you decide not to dine there or to stay there at the National Hotel, which is a Marriott property, even if you decide not to dine or stay, make sure you go in and visit. Even if it's not decorated for Christmas, it's really beautiful what they've done. It's really quite stunning. So I just wanted to give you some more information about that. Then with the Stockyards City, I wanted to talk a little bit about that. So that is a big part of Oklahoma culture, Oklahoma City culture. It was founded in 1910, and that was really Oklahoma's big main industry was livestock. So they had stockyards and they had meat packing plants there, and that carried on from 1910 all the way into the 21st century. I don't really think they're doing much in the way of stockyards anymore or meat packing, but the footprint of the stockyards is still there. Cattleman's Steakhouse is still there, and it's just a nice historic area to drive through. I mean, it's definitely kind of Western and rugged, so don't have any big expectations. It's not polished or fancy, but definitely worth, if you're in the Oklahoma City area, worth going to check out just to drive through and say, hey, I drove through the stockyards. It's also one of the last like standing stockyards in the United States. Interesting, just part of Oklahoma's history. For today's Christmas movie of the day on Vlogmas, it is Mickey's Christmas Carol. This is not a full length. I think it's like 45 minutes or so, like 45 minutes. This is a classic, super nostalgic. Love this one. So this one, of course, is on Disney Plus. And you got Mickey, Minnie, the whole gang. Definitely check this one out if you haven't already. I mean, if you have, if you're a Disney fan, most likely you've seen it, but it's right there on Disney Plus and ready to get you into the holiday spirit. Thank you so much for joining me on this Vlogmas and kind of get a taste a little bit of Oklahoma. There's some more of Oklahoma coming tomorrow for tomorrow's Vlogmas, so stay tuned for tomorrow. We'll see you then. If you have any questions, put them in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and thank you so much to our patrons. We really appreciate you. If you want to become a producer, the following screen will have the URL to go join us on Patreon. We'll see you real soon.